So once again, good evening, everyone. Very warm welcome for the session. And we are on our fifth day. Today is the fifth day of the series, The Spiritual Life. And we have covered four topics before. So today I will give a quick recap again for the four topics before and then move on to the fifth topic. So the first day we discussed what is a spiritual life. Is it going to the temple? Is it connected to an age, connected to any religion? Is it connected to any action that you are doing for the God only? So, no, according to us, according to my understanding, it is not from any book, it is not from any particular subject, it is not taught by any teacher separately. This is just my understanding, which I shared with you. I can be right, I can be wrong. There are many things that can be added to my concept. There are many things which can be changed. So it is not something fixed. Huh? Please don't, you might go out to somebody and say, okay, no, this is only spirituality. Piyali said so. So please don't do that. It's not so. Many things, there are levels of truth. And the one of the level of truth is what I understand. So that's what I shared with you. So according to me, as per my understanding, spirituality is something which is making you happy, making you peaceful. It is something in which you can create something positive. It is something in which you are doing something for other people. You're not only focusing on your own life and own self. And again, it is something in which you are doing something right. Okay, so repeating that in Hindi one, spirituality क्या है? एक spiritual जिंदगी क्या है? जहाँ पे आप कुछ सही करते हैं, जहाँ आप कुछ हैप्पी करते हैं, आप अपने आप को अपने आसपास के लोगों को हैप्पी रखते हैं, पीसफुल रखते हैं, शांतिपूर्वक रखते हैं, आप कुछ पॉजिटिव क्रिएट करते हैं और आप दूसरों की मदद करते हैं। ये पांच चीज आपको जिस काम में भी मिले, जो भी काम आप करें दुनिया में और उसमें ये पांच चीजें हो रही है, वो एक स्पिरिचुअल जिंदगी का एक हिस्सा है। वो it can be, donating people in places where there is need. It can be helping in orphanages. It can be helping in old age homes. It can be, giving good sessions, good knowledge to people. It can be healing people. Pranic healing is definitely a bridge to spirituality. If you follow the teacher's words, अगर आप Grandmaster Chua के words को follow करेंगे, Grandmaster never said pranic healing is spirituality. Pranic healing is a bridge to spirituality. If you use the tools of pranic healing, you can go for a spiritual life. You can lead a spiritual life if you use the tools of pranic healing. Meditation, healing, service, donations, forgiveness, gratitude prayer, whatever. These are tools of pranic healing and they are tools of spirituality. That is not spirituality. अगर मैं प्राणिक हीलिंग करती हूँ मैं बहुत स्पिरिचुअल बन गई, ऐसा नहीं होता है. I can be a pranic healer from 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. If I don't have a happy life, if I am not spreading happiness, if I am not peaceful, I am not spreading peace, if I am not helping other people, if I am not creating anything positive, if I am not doing what is right, I am not a spiritual person. I might be a big pranic healer for 20, 30, 40 years. Does not matter. Okay? So spirituality has a completely different meaning altogether, according to me. Yes, absolutely, Tejal. Forgiveness creates good karma. So, coming to the second session that we took, is it easy? Is spirituality easy? So, there again, it was my point of view that nothing in this world is easy. Being a doctor is not easy. Being a housewife is not easy. Being a mother is not easy. Being a teacher is not easy. Being healthy, going to the gym is not easy. Being a student is not easy. Everybody has difficulties in their own field, in whatever they do. So why expect spirituality to be easy all of a sudden? It has its own challenges. It has its own difficulties. It has its own routine. Spirituality is definitely not very easy, but you can make it easy by following the simple tools and techniques of spirituality. If you have a teacher, if you have a mentor, it will become more easier. If you accept the difficulties and try to, maneuver through it, it will become easier. If you try to do it for 21 days, the 22nd day will become easier. So nothing in this world is easy. You have to put in effort. You have to have a teacher. You have to ask a mentor. You can take help from friends and move towards that path. Third session, difficulties or disadvantages of a spiritual life. We discussed that also in detail, that sometimes you might lose some old friends, some old connections. It will become very difficult for you to do something wrong, even if you really need to do it for some benefit. People might call you with different names. People might feel that you are taking the easy path to escape from life. Many people take spirituality as an escape path. But then when they enter the path, they realize, oh God, where am I? This is definitely not an escape path. बहुत लोग हैं जो सोचते हैं कि अरे स्पिरिचुअल जिंदगी तो बड़ी आसान है, उसमें घुस जाते हैं, दुनिया को त्याग कर देंगे, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं रहेगा, पैसों का प्रॉब्लम नहीं, रिलेशनशिप का प्रॉब्लम नहीं, ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला। जब वो स्पिरिचुअलिटी में घुसते हैं उनको लगता है कि ये कहाँ आ गए हम, ये तो और डिफिकल्ट है। सच बोलना पड़ेगा, अच्छे कर्म करने पड़ेंगे, गुस्सा नहीं कर सकते, ये नहीं कर सकते, so it becomes more difficult. So there are some difficulties and some challenges which you will face in the spiritual path. But again, there are challenges, there are difficulties in every life. There are challenges and difficulties for a housewife, for a mother, for a doctor, for a teacher, for everyone. Again, it's the same way. The fourth session, the advantages of spirituality, benefits of spirituality. I think this in this session you gave me all the points. You wrote 30, 40 points on the chat box. There are many, many advantages. You become loving, you become sweeter and sweeter. You generate a tremendous amount of good karma, which is, I think, the easiest in a spiritual life. You do something right, you generate good karma. You stop yourself from doing something wrong, you generate good karma. You make people happy, you generate good karma. You create positivity, you generate good karma. You, in a spiritual life, the advantage is you understand yourself better. You accept things as they are. You get a mentor, that mentor gives you more benefits. He or she makes your life even more easier at times. Sometimes you get to know what is right, what is wrong. You get more a deeper connection with God, with the universe. The God and the universe starts helping you, not only in your spiritual life, but in your family life, in your business and professional life as well. So spiritual life is not something very separate. It is just addition to your normal day-to-day life. It is an addition to your business life, professional life. It is an addition to your family life. It is not something alienated. So we discussed that it could be, 60% business life, 20% or 30% family life, and maybe 10% spiritual life. Okay, not a problem. Doing something which is nice, which is creative, which is positive, which is happy, which is for other people. That's it, 10% of your life. For some people, 20%, for some people, 30%. So it depends. You take it as you want it. Okay, it's just like a supermarket. इसका इतना चाहिए, इसका इतना चाहिए, इसका इतना चाहिए. You choose. Have the freedom of choosing. So there are many, many advantages, and I personally feel that the biggest highlight, the biggest advantage of spiritual life is an investment for your future incarnation. In no other thing in the whole world, you can carry that to your next incarnation. Your body dies, everything with that goes away. Your family has to be left, your house, your jewelries, your business, your money, everything will be only for one incarnation. Only the spiritual knowledge that we have, the investments which we are making for us as a soul, that is the only thing with which we can carry forward in our other incarnations that can impact or affect our next birth. Okay, so I personally feel this is the biggest advantage of having a connection with spirituality, a connection with spiritual life. So, moving on to the fifth topic today, and the topic is spirituality a lonely path? Reading spiritual books is also a very, very good thing to do in a spiritual life. It gives you spiritual knowledge, it gives you spiritual awareness, but only book reading is not sufficient because you're not creating anything positive, you're not helping other people, right? Maybe you can be happy and peaceful and you're doing something right by reading a book, but then you're not helping other people, you're not creating something positive out of it. So it is a part, it is again a tool. So moving to today's topic, is spiritual path a lonely path? Again, as I always start my sessions by asking all of you. So you let me know first. You tell me first. You share with me first. Do you think spirituality is a lonely path? Do you think that after coming into spirituality, you have become more lonely? Do you really think that you have lost your friends or families, or it's like you mostly have to do things on your own, alone? You don't find people to be with you. What is it? Do you feel it is a lonely path? Okay, so you don't feel lonely because you feel God is with you. All right, beautiful. Sometimes it is a lonely path. Okay, okay. And others, what do you feel? Is spirituality a lonely path? So you can give your own answers. Now, there's nothing right or wrong about it. There are no right and wrong answers. Yes, it is a lonely path. Okay, yes, it is. Okay. No, because yes, but feel more connected with myself. Okay. No, it is not a lonely path. 50-50. Okay. Ha bhi na bhi. At times it is, sometimes it's difficult to relate to others. Yes, okay. Sometimes. Okay. So most of you are seeing sometimes, and most of you have the idea that non because it's not a lonely path, but one has to walk alone. Okay, one has to walk alone. Okay. Many people will join us. All right, right. Fantastic. No, as we spread the teachings of our guru. All right, very nice. So, no, because we have to do lots of things. Okay. Yeah, बहुत home task मिलता है. All right. So lovely answers, and all of you all are correct. All of you are right. As I said, there are no right and wrong answers. So again, I will share my understanding with you. So when I started with this spiritual life, with the spiritual path, the spiritual journey, when I started with pranic healing, and I understood that how it is bridging to spirituality. That time, mm, somehow, because of whatever reason, my family was quite dead against it. Only my mother was supporting me, and rest of my family was not supporting me at all. So sometimes I really used to feel that it is very, very lonely path. When I had to really fight to attend a course, when I really had to, beg, okay, please let me go for one day. This is a very important course. I want to do it. Or I have to go somewhere and, I have to attend a camp or spread the teachings, or during the book fair, as I said, that we used to do a lot of camp in the fairs to spread the awareness. That time the family was very upset, not accepting it, because they were really thinking, they were really scared that Piyali is going to run away to the Himalayas one day. Whatever she is doing, she's definitely going to disappear to the Himalayas one day. And what will happen? So, they were really worried for me. They were very concerned for me. See, why is suddenly Piyali taking a turn towards spirituality? I was a hardcore businesswoman before pranic healing came into my life. So there were a lot of concerns in the family. And when I was not being able to do what I want to do, people were against me. I truly, truly felt that it is a very, very lonely path. You have nothing to do. You cannot explain your feelings to somebody. Even if I'm trying to explain, they don't understand. They say, "How can you be so happy going without food, going without water? You're sitting and standing and healing people the whole day in the camp. You're sitting and standing and healing people in the fairs. You're not even going and shopping in the fair. You're just sitting and standing and doing service. And you're not just being paid. You don't get any money for these, right? They're voluntary services. So what are you doing? Like, why? How can you feel happy out of it? How can you still smile and how can you say that I have to go one more day? People never understood that initially. So yes, that time I truly felt it was a very lonely path. Sometimes you would feel like crying, and sometimes you would feel that people are alienating you, making fun of you, right? We discussed this earlier also that some people will make fun of you that now you have become a mata or you have become a baba or something like that, and you only talk about good things, or you have stopped drinking, or you don't go to parties, or you don't smoke, and people make fun of you that you have completely lost it. Don't come to our parties anymore because I don't want to listen to your lecture. Then you cannot become a part of somebody's gossip, right? If people are gossiping and earlier you used to participate in that gossip, but now you cannot participate in that gossip because gossiping is bad karma. So it might become difficult sometimes, right? कि कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है कि यार एक एक टाइम तक जिंदगी एक जैसे चल रही थी, दोस्त बात करते थे, हम भी उस बात में हिस्सा लेते थे, हंसी मजाक करना, ये करना वो करना, सबके अंदर एक नॉर्मल सी था। अचानक से दिमाग में आता है, अरे यार ये नहीं कर सकते, बैड कर्मा है। अरे ये चीज नहीं बोल सकते, इससे मेरा कर्मा डाउन हो जाएगा। अरे ये चीज नहीं मतलब कोई जगह नहीं जा सकते या कोई चीज नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज इससे कुछ नुकसान हो सकता है, मेरे ऑरा को नुकसान होगा, मेरे चक्रास को नुकसान होगा, फिर बैठ के उसको हील करो, राइट? तो थोड़े से रिस्ट्रिक्शंस आ जाते हैं, यू फील रिस्ट्रिक्टेड एट टाइम्स, एंड देन पीपल विल टेल यू 10 different things. Okay, oh, now you have become such a great person. You cannot go to a disco. You cannot go to this thing like a casino or something. You'll get hurt. Your energy body will get disturbed, and people will make fun of you. Or say, for example, you're sitting and praying doing a forgiveness prayer, and you're crying and crying and crying. People will look at you and say, "Are you gone mad? Pagal ho? With who are you doing this forgiveness prayer? Why the hell are you crying? What nonsense is this?" Right? So people might not understand what you are doing or might not connect with you, think you're wrong or think that you've gone crazy, might be trying to stop you. So many things can happen. And in all these times, you really feel that I have become lonely, I have lost my friends, or I have lost that normalcy of my life, or I have lost that fun aspect. Spirituality is so serious. There's no fun in it. Whenever you meet a spiritual person, you're either talking about karma or you're talking about doing the right thing, or you're meditating, or you're exercising, or you're healing. No fun. So, spirituality sometimes to some people can definitely feel to be a very, very lonely path. You might feel like crying, you might feel as if you have become something very serious. You have lost that fun aspect of life. So, this can be, this is a true thing, it can happen. However, there is another aspect to this altogether. So now, after a few years, after about say 1 year or 2 year, I had a struggle with my family trying to help them understand that what am I doing. But then after that period, when people started seeing the change in me, when people started seeing that how is Pyali getting changed in the positive way, she's becoming more peaceful, she's becoming more loving, she is having health benefits, she's having financial benefits. Whatever she is doing, she is getting a lot of praises from people. People are not only praising, but saying thank you. I used to share my little stories with them. that a baby who was in hospital and how he was suffering and how healing was done, and the baby goes back to the mother. The mother has sent a thank you note. You share that thank you note with your parents and with your family, and then slowly, slowly they start understanding that this is not something so bad. This is not something so, like something it's going to take their family member away from them. परिवार खिलाफ जाता है मोस्टली इस थॉट फॉर्म के साथ कि ये परिवार का हिस्सा मेरे से दूर चला जाएगा, स्पिरिचुअलिटी इसे मुझसे दूर ले जाएगी। जब ये थॉट फॉर्म परिवार को मिलता है ना, तब परिवार आपके अगेंस्ट चले जाते हैं। When your family members feel that, oh God, this person is now becoming spiritual, he's going to leave the family, go away, not participate in the family talks, etc., etc., then they get scared, then they try to stop you. But slowly, steadily, when my family realized that no, Piyali is not going away anywhere, she's perfectly here and she's changing for the good, and she's also giving us time. When we are facing any difficulty, they are, she's healing us, she's giving us some benefit out of that also. And she's also going to the parties. Maybe she's not drinking, or maybe she's not, like participating in a gossip, but she's there in a party. She's enjoying a party. She's enjoying the singing, dancing, the fun. Slowly and steadily, the thought forms change. Gradually, the thought forms change. So this is definitely one part. The second part is I found new friends. I found friends in my spiritual journey, friends with similar thought forms, friends with similar ideas, friends who were going through similar problems in their life, and friends who were also finding similar solutions in pranic healing as I was doing. So, in one sense, I lost a few friends, or I lost connection with some people from my past life, but I also found new friends. So ऐसे दोस्त जिनके थॉट फॉर्म्स मेरे से मैच करते हैं, जिनको भी स्पिरिचुअलिटी से कुछ हेल्प चाहिए, जिनको भी एक मोर पीसफुल लाइफ चाहिए, जो भी अपने जिंदगी में एक स्पिरिचुअल एडिशन करना चाहते हैं, सेम प्रॉब्लम्स उनके भी जिंदगी में थे, सेम प्रॉब्लम्स मेरी भी जिंदगी में थे, साथ मिलके सोल्यूशंस खोजना, साथ मिलके रोना, आज मेरे परिवार ने ये बोला, हाँ हाँ मेरे परिवार ने भी ये बोला, तो वो साथ रोना, वो साथ हंसना, वो साथ ग्रो करना. So new friends with new stories, a completely different journey begins. Just the way we go from school to college, the school friends slowly and steadily go away, or you have lesser connection with your school friends, right? You make new friends in college, नए दोस्त मिलते हैं कॉलेज में, उनकी नई कहानियां होती है, उनकी नई जर्नी होती है. School may used to wear those frock and run around and play, that pakra pakri and store police and all that in school. Did you ever play that in college? No, right? College life is different. College life is a little more mature, maybe. So again, you leave college and you go to maybe your university. You go to your higher study. The college friends now, they slowly, steadily go away. They remain in your life, but not as they were before, not 24/7. है कि नहीं? This happens in our life, right? स्कूल से कॉलेज जाते हैं, स्कूल फ्रेंड चले जाते हैं, थोड़ा कम हो जाता है उनसे मिलना, बातचीत करना, थोड़ा कम कम्युनिकेशन. कॉलेज में नए दोस्त मिलते हैं, नए सिरे से सब कुछ होता है. फिर हम हायर एजुकेशन के लिए जाते हैं, विदेश चले जाते हैं. So many people go abroad and the old friends of one country are left behind. It is just like that. Living a financial life, you have some friends connected to your financial life. Family life, you have friends connected to family life. Now, when you add spirituality to your life, some friends might get detached, but many, many new friends from the spiritual world will get connected to you. Many, many new people will get connected to you, with whom you can maybe share your new spiritual experiences, your new issues, your new problems, your new achievements. And they will understand because somewhere down the line they are connected. So, first point is some people might go away while some new people will come into your life. So, don't get scared that I will be all alone. Number two, very rightly said by Sheetal also, that when you enter the spiritual path, God and your teacher, your spiritual teacher, your mentor is there with you 24 by 7, with every breath, with every step you take. You are never left alone. But it is on you how much you can connect to them. They do not have a physical form. फोन नंबर डायल करके नहीं रीच कर पाएंगे उनको, घर बुलाने से नहीं आएंगे बट जैसे आप दिल से याद करोगे तुरंत आ जाएंगे, चाहे आप कहीं भी रहो. यू डोंट इवन नीड अ फोन नंबर. You don't need their physical presence. They will be there. आप जिस मोमेंट जैसे ही आप उनको याद करते हो वो आपके साथ आ जाते हैं. This is another advantage of the spiritual life. You are connected to God 24 by 7, 365 days. Your guru, whoever you believe in. I'm a pranic healer. For me, my guru is Grandmaster Chalk of Sweet. Your life, you can have any other guru. You can have more than one guru. Absolutely fine with it. Whenever you call them from your heart, they are there. If you want to cry, instead of looking out for a physical human body to cry with, just ask God for His presence. Visualize you're hugging Him and you're letting out whatever is there inside you. Visualize you become like a baby and crying in front of them. जिद करना है तो उनसे जिद कीजिए ना, मुझे ये चाहिए, मुझे आपको देना होगा. क्यों नहीं देंगे, क्यों नहीं करेंगे? जिद करना है तो एक ह्यूमन फिजिकल बॉडी के सामने जिद नहीं करके मास्टर के सामने जिद कीजिए ना. ग्रैंड मास्टर के सामने, गॉड के सामने, आपके जो स्पिरिचुअल गुरु है उनके सामने. गुरु आपको कभी नहीं बोलेंगे कि अरे मेरे सामने बिहेव योरसेल्फ, यू हैव टू बी इन योर बेस्ट बिहेवियर, यू कैन नॉट डू एनी ह्यू एंड क्राई इन फ्रंट ऑफ मी. कोई नहीं बोलेगा आपको. करिए ना. Tell your problems to your God, tell your problems to your spiritual guru. And you will get solutions, you will get reply, you will see something will happen which will give you that connect. It is a 24 by 7 connection. सोते जागते कहीं भी. Actually, they never leave you alone. You might have 20, 30, 40, 50 business friends, but they cannot be with you 24 by 7. You can have a fantastic family, beautiful, loving family, but they cannot be with you 24 by 7. Sometimes there will be something going wrong and people will be alone. But if you can connect to God, if you can connect to the universe, if you can connect to angels, why not angels? The spiritual world introduces you to angels. They are not present in the physical world. They are only present in the spiritual world. So you can connect to angels, you can connect to your spiritual guru, and they will never leave you. Never. It is on us whether we can feel that connect or not. वो है, पर ये हमारे ऊपर है कि हम कितना दिल से उस कनेक्ट को महसूस कर पाते हैं, कितना हम उस पर विश्वास रख पाते हैं, कितने हम दिल से उन्हें बुला पाते हैं. बुलाएंगे तो वो पक्का से रिस्पॉन्ड करेंगे. The third point which I also wanted to share, that spiritual life, this moreover will be discussed on the last day, that will be on Friday, but the spiritual life has gradation, grades hai, levels hai. This is class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5. Let's say the spiritual world also has gradation. If you have a friend who is in class 2 and you are in class 10. You are in class 10 and you have a friend who is in class 2. Do you think the class 2 friend will be able to understand much of your own needs or your studies or your anything that is connected to you? आप ट्रिगोनोमेट्री कर रहे हैं, वो तो अभी 2 + 2 = 4 पढ़ रहा है. आप उसको बोलेंगे tan cos theta, वो बोलेंगे हाँ. ये क्या है? Right? So if you have a friend who's in class 2 and you are in class 10, you cannot expect that friend to understand all that you are doing, right? So in the spiritual life also, it is just that. You might have spiritual buddies around you. Your family might be supporting you. Your friends might be supporting you. You might have some, same people who are growing with you in your spiritual world only. But remember, everybody has a class. Everybody has a degree. Everybody has a standard. Everybody has a promotion level. If your friends are not promoted to the level where you are, you might feel lonely there. You might feel कि अरे यार मेरे क्लास 10 के तो कोई भी नहीं है, सब क्लास 2, 3, 4, 5 के हैं. So in that case, you either have to wait, you have to look out for people who are in class 10, or you have to accept that I have done a good job to come, I've got promoted to class 10, so I have done a good job. Let's not complain about it. मैं 10 में क्यों promoted हो गया, मेरे सारे दोस्त क्लास 2, 3, 4 में हैं. अब it's good for you that you are promoted, right? You might find another friend of class 10, you might not. But then don't complain that you have been promoted, rather feel good about it. It's okay. बाकी दोस्त भी आएंगे 2, 3, 4, 5 करते हुए आएंगे वो लोग क्लास 10 तक. बट हो सकता है तब आप ऑलरेडी ग्रेजुएशन में पहुंच गए हो. जब तक मैं आपके दोस्त क्लास 10 तक पहुंचे आप ग्रेजुएट हो गए हो. So you might sometimes feel that nobody is understanding your concept. Nobody is understanding the way you are feeling. Nobody is understanding your logic. Nobody is understanding the way you are trying to do things in life. क्योंकि आप spirituality को उसमें imbibe कर चुके हो. You are already in class 10 or in graduation of spirituality. It's okay. It's 100% okay. Don't feel sad or don't get angry or don't try to superimpose your thoughts or your things on people. That's not right. आप क्लास 2 के बच्चे को नहीं बोल सकते tan cos theta वगैरह पढ़ो. क्यों नहीं पढ़ोगे, पढ़ना पड़ेगा, मुझसे दोस्ती की है, करना पड़ेगा. You can't say that, right? So at times you might feel a little lonely if you are growing in spirituality day by day. If you have reached a height, if you have reached a certain position, if you have reached a certain level, some people around you will not understand you. But you have to accept that. स्पिरिचुअल जिंदगी शुरू होती है एक 5 मिनट के कोई भी एक्टिविटी से भी कर सकते हैं आप. जैसे मैंने कहा, हम लोग बहुत जन है जो सिर्फ ट्विन हार्ट मेडिटेशन करेंगे तो भी हमारी जिंदगी में स्पिरिचुअलिटी तो आ गई. You have already started adding a spiritual life to your whole life if you have just started doing the twin heart meditation. This is level 1. This is just the starting. If you have reached level 10, then wait patiently. Stay there. Hold on. God will eventually send you that level friends. God will send you people who are there in your level or in higher level so that you're not alone there. You can again move ahead. You can have people with you. But till that time, be patient. Till that time, hold on. Do not leave कि कोई मेरा बात समझता ही नहीं है, छोड़ो, सब कुछ छोड़ दो, हम ही क्लास 2 में चले जाते हैं. Don't do that. Yes, why not? Absolutely. So out here, just one last reminder I would like to share, and then we'll move on to the twin heart meditation, which I have already shared earlier and is written in all the books, especially in the books of theosophy, that in spirituality or in the higher world, ये physical world से अलग एक दुनिया है, एक world है, एक another world है. उस world में एक अकेला इंसान का एंट्री मना किया हुआ है. One individual person cannot enter the spiritual heaven. The spiritual heaven gates are only opened for a group. एक अकेला इंसान उस दरवाजे से अंदर नहीं जा सकता है. सिर्फ एक ग्रुप, एक चंद ग्रुप जो साथ में ग्रो कर रहा है, जो साथ में चल रहा है, उसी ग्रुप के लिए एक स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड खोला जाता है. वो गेट्स ऑफ हेवन खोले जाते हैं. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट the normal heaven or the normal, after you die, you go to hell or heaven. I'm not talking about that. If you really want to reach to another world of spirituality, to another level of spirituality, the highest levels of spirituality, some of you who have been reading books, initiation, theosophy, you might understand what I'm trying to say. If you want to reach the higher levels of spirituality, the gates are closed for an individual. You only have to have a group to enter there. So if you don't have a group, wait patiently. आएंगे. God will send people to you. God will send a like-minded people to you. God will send you a team. And you will then realize that, okay, this is my team. All the participants in this team are in class 9, 10, 11, 12. That's it. It's a very closed group, class 9, 10, 11, 12. We are walking together. We are growing together. We are achieving it together. That is, again, a fact of spiritual life. But again, there are levels. So अगर आप just शुरू कर रहे हो spirituality, don't get scared about all these things. But if you're already at a high level and you feel that nobody understands you, there are no like-minded people around you, wait, be patient. God will send you. Pray for your spiritual buddies. Pray for your spiritual partners. And God will send you. It might even happen that in this incarnation, you remain at a level and you grow. Okay, something okay, going on around. But maybe in your next incarnation, you will be born in a family where your parents are already highly spiritual, where maybe your great grandparents, grandfather, grandmother, everybody has a spiritual life, where you might feel that you get married to a person who has 100% equal minded thought forms like you and that soulmate can grow together spiritually. So you will eventually see that you are in a family where everybody is helping you grow spiritually. However, it is a journey. It is not an end destination. ये एक रास्ता है, ये एक अंतिम स्पॉट नहीं है. यहाँ बस पहुंच गए तो किस्सा खत्म. ये एक जिंदगी का जर्नी है, ये चलता रहेगा. जन्म पर जन्म चलता रहेगा, एक जन्म में भी खत्म नहीं होगा. So have realistic expectation. Even if you feel lonely, hold on to it. Pray to God for your friends. Pray to God for your right partner. Pray to God for the right buddies. And hold on. Wait. Okay? Patience. And move on slowly, steadily. Ultimately, you will see everything happens in its own right time. But throughout the journey, remember, God never leaves you. Your guru never leaves you. Your angels never leave you. Your spiritual guides never leave you. All of us have spiritual guides. Each one of us have spiritual guides assigned to us. Whether we know them, we don't know them, we realize, we don't realize, there are spiritual guides assigned to all of us. So we are never alone actually on this path. Okay? So that being said, we will do the twin heart meditation. We will move ahead with our meditation and we will pray. During the meditation, before we start the meditation, we'll pray that if there is any loneliness within us, if there is any negativity within us about our spiritual life, about our spiritual path, then may those loneliness energies, negativities be healed. Also, we will pray that may this twin heart meditation help us attract our spiritual buddies, our right spiritual buddies. our spiritual guides, our spiritual angel. लास्ट टॉपिक को हिंदी में, तो लास्ट टॉपिक यही था कि हमारे सबको, हम सबको, अगर हम स्पिरिचुअल जिंदगी जी रहे हैं तो हम सबके लिए स्पिरिचुअल गाइड, यानी कि इनर वर्ल्ड में, फिजिकल वर्ल्ड में नहीं, इनर वर्ल्ड में जो दूसरी एक दुनिया है, जो फिजिकल दुनिया से थोड़ी अलग है, जो मैटर से नहीं बना हुआ है बट वो एक फिजिकल एनर्जी से बना हुआ है, उस दुनिया में हमें स्पिरिचुअल गाइड दिए गए हैं, जो गाइड हमें कहीं ना कहीं हेल्प करते हैं स्पिरिचुअल जिंदगी जीने के लिए, स्पिरिचुअल किताबें तक पहुंचाते हैं, स्पिरिचुअल जगह तक पहुंचाते हैं, स्पिरिचुअल दोस्तों तक पहुंचाते हैं। तो वो गाइड हम सबके पास है, हमें सिर्फ उनके लिए अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करना होगा, हमें उनसे मदद मांगनी होगी, हमें अपने सवाल उन तक पहुंचाने होंगे, जवाब देने की जिम्मेदारी उनकी है। ओके, तो आप इस स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी में अकेले नहीं है, आपके साथ बहुत सारी दूसरी एनर्जीज है। वो फिजिकल फॉर्म में भी हो सकते हैं, वो नॉन फिजिकल फॉर्म में भी हो सकते हैं, पर आप अकेले तो बिल्कुल नहीं। ओके, so we will move on. I request everyone gently close your eyes. It is exactly 4:44 right now. The angels are giving us a hint that we are not alone. The angels are with us. Thank you. Thank you to all the angels who are always there with us, who are helping us, guiding us, healing us. We know that not even for a single fraction of a moment you have left us alone. हम ये जानते हैं कि जो एंजल्स है वो एक क्षण के लिए भी हमें कभी अकेला नहीं छोड़ते हैं, भले ही हमें ध्यान हो या ना हो, भले ही हमें अवेयरनेस हो या ना हो, हमेशा कोई ना कोई हमारे साथ चल रहा है। हमारे भगवान, हमारे गुरु, हमारे एंजल्स, they're all walking with us. So today in this meditation, we humbly invoke, may all energies of loneliness, all negative energies that is there within us regarding our spiritual life be healed, and may all of us be guided. May all of us be, may all of us have a greater connection with God, with our Guru, and with our spiritual guides. We, the soul, ask for blessings from our angels, from our guides. We are super, super receptive to the energies coming towards us in full faith. So be it.